hello everyone, and this is a very exciting day for me indeed, because today is the day that Phoenix Point has been released. I myself am a backer of this game. It must have been around a year and a half ago that it was first announced and it went up for backing on Fig, and I jump in head first. I really liked the look and I really liked the sound and I really liked the feel of what they were showing, and I was like, you know what, I want myself some of this. Can't remember how much I backed. It was about, I guesstimate, I'm trying to remember, it was somewhere in the £60 to £80 mark I backed for it, and it was enough to buy me a collector's edition, getting my name in the random name generation pool, the season pass, all that sort of goodies. So enough to get me like all the goodies, but not enough to go any further than that. Yes, so I'm super excited. It has been at least a year and a half. I think it must be somewhere between that and 2 years. I know it's definitely not quite 2 years, but I think it's a wee bit more than a year and a half. I'm rambling because I'm excited. Let's get and play this game. Just a quick, because I've rambled too much already, in case anyone does not know what this game is. Phoenix Point is created by the original creator of XCOM, so I don't mean like the new Fraxis ones, I mean like the really old ones. Gillian Jollop, I'm not really sure how he pronounced the name. If somehow he's watching this, I apologise for not knowing. Yes, so he's seen the new XCOMs, he likes them, he really likes them, but they don't adhere to his original vision of the XCOM games. So this is kind of like him going, right, I'm in this new company now that I've helped found, we're going to do it, and we're going to do it to the original vision. So it's kind of like you've got XCOM branched off and went one way, whereas this is going to try and stick to the original. Now I've rambled on long enough, let's get playing the game. New game, the game. Oh, look at this. Activate DLCs, Living Weapons, where I'm going to want that on. And these are the DLCs I'm going to get coming soon for free because of my choice. And these are the difficulties. Suitable for new players new to strategy games, a standard game difficulty for players familiar with strategy games, a more challenging experience for players who want a serious challenge, and Legend, the ultimate test of your strategic and tactical abilities. I think for my first playthrough, I'm going to be doing Veteran. I'm going to be doing at least one playthrough, full playthrough on YouTube, and I'm going to be playing at least 2 or 3 more times through on my own, because you've got the different choices with the diplomacy and the factions going on. So I'm definitely going to want to play through several times, at least on my own, at least one on YouTube. I'm hoping that I'm going to do more, because I really like the look of this game and I think it's going to be awesome. So I'm hoping I have several playthroughs. So for the first one, we're going to be doing Veteran, just so I can sort of learn everything to do with the game. And then we may do ones on harder difficulties if everything goes well and I feel like there's a point. Which, at this point I'm thinking there will, but because I've only played like the backers build of this game for like 4 hours, I can't obviously confirm. But yes. Oh, I'm giddy. That's a loading screen.
In what may be the hottest year in history, scientists have recorded radical changes to the permafrost in Antarctica.
The Pandora virus, a so-called giant virus with the largest genome size ever recorded.
The crabs also display increased aggression, even towards larger predators.
A striking new weather anomaly has claimed many coastlines around the world. NASA is examining these clouds to figure out...
We've detected large amounts of an organic composite. So far, the sample doesn't match any of the DNA records we've compared it with.
We all saw it. Those creatures coming out of the sea on that oil rig.
The president has declared a national emergency.
It's obvious that what we're dealing with here is a biological weapon. As of today, we are at war.
It's taking their minds. I saw them walk right into the sea. Thousands of people. Thousands.
The mist is gone, but the city is dead. The roads are broken. You must join one of the havens. Do not attempt to survive on your own.
I can't remember, I don't think I put this on my SSD. I think I put it on my external SSD, which should be nearly as fast as a SSD, but it's got the USB as a bottleneck. I wouldn't quote
My name is Randolph Symes.
on that though.
I am the last leader of the Phoenix Project. If you are hearing this, I am most likely dead. But in happier news, a scarab has been sent to pick you up, and its artificial intelligence will take you to Phoenix Point. Get to it quickly and safely.
Okay, camera and movement. Try the camera controls. Mouse to drag or use your gamepad. WSD works too, does it not? Just does. Up and down. Okay. Q knees rotate. Boom, boom, boom. Move your soldiers. Okay, right. We've got a hang of movement. Not much going on there. It's telling us to move there. We've seen an alien. So this is one of the things I think is super cool about this game. We'll explain right now. I want to zoom in on it. Can I zoom in on it? Enemy spotted. But yes, every enemy. This is a basic enemy. It's like a little crabman guy. I wish we could zoom in on it right now, but we can't. Enemies in this game will learn, like they are modular, and they upgrade themselves and research in the same sort of way you do. And so they'll react to your strategies. If you're really good at, say, sniping them down, and your whole strategy is a really long-range sniping, they'll develop like armor that's good against sniper rounds, that kind of thing, and then they'll start taking that. So you're gonna have to evolve and change your tactics to kind of outpace their evolution, so to speak. If you're using a lot of grenades, they'll start like evolving like armors that are like good at shrugging off grenades. Or if they notice a weakness, say like your armor is not good at stopping melee attacks, they'll develop their guys to be faster and to be able to get into melee combat with you better. Or if you're like really powerful at like Overwatch and they can't get to you, they'll develop their guns so that they can shoot you from afar. There's this whole sort of, that's one of the things that really excites me about this game, the whole sort of, not just you that's evolving and generating tech and stuff like that, it's sort of like the alien reacts to you and the way you're doing things. So alien might be a strong word right now, because what I'm seeing, these crab people, they might be more human than crab alien thing. But yeah, we're going to just understand a lot more about that as the story evolves. And I'm actually surprised there wasn't like a wee intro movie there. I may record and put in the intro movie just so you have the initial sort of setting, because it just sort of jumped right in. So yeah, we'll see. Right, selecting soldiers. Yes, we have done that.
Moving to position.
So I'm rambling on here talking about it. We found another enemy, and you can see our guy stopped early. Fire! Here we kill him! Stand by. Turn. See our head took damage, yada yada yada. Damage and body parts. When a character is attacked, damage is done to the body part that was hit, as well as reducing general hit points. Wounded body parts are marked in yellow on the damage display left of the health bar. Disabled body parts are marked in red. Disabled body parts will usually cause bleeding and loss of strength and possibly willpower. Any special abilities given by the body parts will also be lost. Cover an environment. Any object in the environment can provide cover by blocking the path of a projectile. However, soldiers will make use of cover in two different ways. When next to a low obstacle or wall, the soldier will crouch to reduce exposure. When next to a high obstacle or wall, a soldier will remain standing but can step to the side to shoot. Move to the highlighted tile. Happy days. Free aim shooting. Free aim allows you to target a body part and see the effects of the disabling the body part. Each body part has its own hit points and armor value. Damage prediction is also shown for the target body part. The outer blue circle shows where all your shots will land. The more accurate the weapon, the smaller the circle. Free aim controls.
All I need is a clear shot.
All I need is a clear shot, comrade. So yeah, this is where free aim, you can choose where they're going to shoot. And you can see these sort of blue circles the outer blue circle means all the shots will land within this, and zooming out or in does not. It doesn't improve the aim of your soldier. This is your shoulder. Your shoulder is trying to take all the shots. Your soldier that's their aim basically, in combination with the gun they're using. All the shots will land in the outer blue circle, with roughly 50% from what I've seen landing on the inside of the blue circle. So for example, if I shot like that, that's not a good shot because half the shots are going to miss. Whereas if I shot there, if I was aiming for this little strand here, so I went like that, half the shots would miss. I'd be better off firing like that. Well, if I wanted to make the maximum amount hit that blue strand, I'd be better off firing like that, and then still more would still hit the rest of the creature, kind of thing. For example, if I wanted to hit that arm, I wouldn't shoot up here. I'd shoot like down here, so just as many would hit the arm, but the ones that aren't missing the arm would hit these other parts as well. So let's just plop it right in the middle, because it doesn't seem to matter where at the moment. The Arthron is going to die. I'm not intending for this to be like a tutorial part, but just because that's the stage we are in the game, I'm sort of thought I'd have a wee sort of talk about it, because we're early in the game. Right, the tutorial's telling me to run there. Shark Riley! Your soldiers are out of action points. Do you want to end your turn? Yes, I do. An enemy spotted. Now this is what I was talking about earlier about how they're modular. You'll notice these ones have much larger carapaces on their back that are much better armed, and instead of having the gun, they have a melee weapon on that arm and they've got a big shield on the other, and we just got the objective to kill all enemies. Shark Riley! So I'm gonna fire my gun, and we've got this one's ass, so I could swap enemies there like so, but we got this one's ass. We'll go to the free aim just so I can take a look around. They have 14 armor on the back, and see, because he's so close, we can pretty much pinpoint exactly where we want to hit. I can make sure all these shots land in his head. You'll see, even pause his animation, where if we scroll over the shield, we can see we're doing next to no damage because it's that well armored. So the way the game works in this is his actual true projectiles coming forward, and they're all simulated. It's not just like in XCOM. You'll see at times when they're going and they've got that 99% chance to hit, they're right in front of them. Then just as they're firing, for some reason they go like that, and it's weird, and it's one of the things people laugh about on XCOM. It can't happen here, because everything is actual 100% simulated, leaving the barrel of the gun. Your soldier's accuracy is taken into account. You can see here you've even got the aim. Like, I'm that close, I can make sure 100% of shots hit that leg. And you can see the animation is paused. I'm that close, I can know that, well, 99% of the shots are going to hit the head. A wee bit of the blue circle's covering the torso here, so it might do some damage there. But if I put it here, I can basically guarantee all's going to hit, majority on the head. Let's do that. Okay, that didn't work exactly as I thought, because the animation continued. But we're that close, we can take it. Well, we've not moved, so we can take another shot. So there was not as good as I thought, because it moved after I started firing. Okay, I didn't realise. I thought the animation was paused like it is here fully. Kind of reminds me of a... Right, he's definitely dead. We're just the willpower of the enemies too. Right, from here you can see I don't have anywhere near as good shots. So do I move forward and fire? Or do I fire twice? That is the question. Because I don't have Overwatch or anything like that yet. I think we're going to move up to here. Just so I can get a much better shot. Like here, if I go to my aiming, I could aim fully in there. It might kill it, but there's a large chance of hitting the torso. Same over there, actually. They've not put their shields up, so I'm not going to hit there. See, I'm going to miss a lot of shots there and do a lot of damage on the torso. It's over there. I'm not going to miss that many shots, and most of them won't hit the torso. So. Brilliant. Happy days. Let's end turn. There's only one of them left. Ow. Ow. Right, you can see it's deployed its shield. It's put the shield forward. That's what I was on about earlier, about deploying the shield.
Receiving loud.
But this is that close.
Heading out.
So that's not too big a deal, because we can just go here.
Targeting.
And guess what? We'll just fire. Doesn't really matter here. The soldier's got a good aim point right there. Right in its soft bit underneath the hard defensive armour of the carapace. Your shield did you no good there. Right. Kill all enemies completed. Evacuate the Phoenix operatives.
Moving to position.
So we don't have the movement points, so we're just going to have to do that next turn. Enter the vehicle. Happy days. You're just going to have to end turn. Let's get you in there now. And Bob's your uncle. First tutorial mission completed. Right. We earned 2 skill points. It is important to find other Phoenix bases as soon as you can, construct area scans, and explore as much as possible.
If you are hearing this message, an alert has been triggered and you will need to clear out the enemy forces. There may be others who receive this signal. Help them if you can. It's all up to you now. Good luck, operatives. Symes out.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to give you an intro into the world, because the intro into the world seems to be on the intro as you load up the game. So I might just load that and I'll slot that in earlier. So this will be in the past for you, because you have already seen it. But I'll put that in just after the... Probably just as I'm going to load into the game. Just as though it is there for you, because I feel like that'd be the best place for yous. And I'll be able to cut me out and you just won't hear me in. Yep, infantry. Yep.
Moving to position.
If I go over here, the box will open. And I can see infantry-wise. Let's take a med kit. And let's take a grenade. And let's head back. And let's move this character up here.
Oil!
2 enemies. Now, one of the things I remember seeing is normally as soon as you spotted those enemies, when you got to about here, your character would stop and refund the action points for moving to here. It's kind of like meant to be like you are going to run around the corner, and you wouldn't just keep on running when you spotted the enemy, like, oh yeah, let's just keep on running. Like kind of what happens in XCOM. It is you get to that point, you see an enemy, and it's kind of like, right, like your plan changes. You'd probably bring your gun up and fire straight away, or dive for the cover over there instead of just continuing on your merry way, your original plan. So that normally would change, but apparently this bit was scripted for that not to work, just for this situation. So it's meant to be this person wasn't paying attention to what they were doing, was gunned their lines in, finished their move where they were planning to move, and was like, oh shit! Right, status effects. Status effects are bonuses or penalties that are units that affect a unit for a certain amount of time. Positive effects are usually acquired through abilities, while negative effects come from weapons and enemy weapons and abilities. Bleeding is one of the most common status effects. Soldiers suffering from bleeding are dealt a set amount of damage at the start of their turn, equal to the bleed level. Bleeding can be cured by using a medikit after the mission ends. Bleeding and disabling limbs are cured, but hit points need to be restored at a base with a medical facility. So, we have to click on the medkit.
Heading out.
We have to come over here, so instead of using the gun... Wait, no, we clicked on the grenade that we picked up from that crate. Now we have to take the grenade and we have to throw it there. It's part of the torrent. Blowing them and that wee bit of terrain to Kingdom Come. And now wants me to end turn. There we go, we took some bleeding damage. So now it's saying, right, you don't want to take bleeding damage again. Use your medkit on your buddy. Medkits restore all which went away. Allied characters are rescued by moving a soldier next to them. After they're rescued, the character can be given orders along with the rest of your squad. Oh, so this is the allied character here. So moving beside them, rescues them. There we go. The soldier class. Soldier classes. These are very soldier. There are various soldier classes, each with their own set of abilities and equipment and proficiencies. While any soldier can use any armor or weapon, doing so comes at a risk of lower accuracy or fumbling. The heavy class soldiers are proficient in heavy weapons and usually equipped with armor capable of enduring large amounts of damage. Their emblematic jetpack suit allows them to fly over obstacles or reach high points with ease. Select the heavy soldier. Here. We're going to use this jump point thing ability, which is going to use will points and advanced abilities. So instead of reading this out, I'm just going to give a quick explanation. You've got will points, which is kind of like you can see down here. He's got a maximum of 6, and he's currently got 4 left. This is kind of like your morale in other games or your desire to fight. And if it reaches 0, you're going to lose a turn, panicking and going like ducking for cover kind of thing. Like you're out of willpower, and yeah, it's obviously very bad days. So using it as a resource at the same time can be very scary, because this is going to cost 2 of my will points. So say the enemy has an ability to make him lose 4 will points, and just after I use this, that's him going to be snookered. But yeah, anyway, so that's how important it is. So it's going to use 3 action points. The 3 blue blips, you can see he's got 4. And 2 will points for Jess. Fly away! The enemy has been spotted. And now we got to end turn. I don't like this tutorial, it feels so unstrategic. Well, I like the tutorial. But it feels so unstrategic, like the choices I'm making. Tough to make. Oh! You can see how little damage that guy took compared to my other dudes. Combat reactions. Some abilities such as return fire allow characters to react during the enemy's turn. Return fire allows a character to shoot back when enemies shoot at it or any of its allies, as long as the attacker is within 18 of the target. Only certain weapons are able to return fire regardless of what skills a unit might have. Move your assault under the wing and then shoot the enemy and observe it return fire. Come on in. So this guy, it's got to be this one, doesn't it? Yeah, because it's the one with the health. I was going to say, it's not going to force me to shoot with the other one, is it?
Ready to fire.
So yeah, it allows it to take a wee pot shot whenever one of my dudes take an action.
On my way.
Right, so Overwatch. If you're familiar to XCOM, you really know what this skill is, except it's instead of just overwatching like in XCOM where you just choose a direction, it basically does that. Here you get to choose and set where the overwatch is, which is kind of handy considering friendly fire is definitely a thing in this, because every bullet is simulated going to the target. Your dudes are actually covered as well, so going like that is actually quite scary. I might hit my own dudes, but it's telling me to put it there, so I've got to do what the tutorial says. Character info panel, you can see any time. So yeah, we can come in here, we can see all their stats. Their head, torso's been disabled. Their head is at half health. We can see their status Overwatch, ability, assault training, proficiency with assault rifles and shotguns. So yeah, all the information, their gear here is loaded up too. Right, yeah. Right, so that we've triggered our Overwatch. But now the Overwatch is fired, it can only fire once. Whereas if I had that ability that guy had, that'd be better, because every time one of them took a swing, would be good. So you can see here, he should be dead, but I think I'm invincible in the tutorial, because it's the tutorial. So let's move you away over here, just to get you around the shields.
I need an angle.
That's a good enough angle. Except I'm going to aim the shots because that's going to aim. Yeah, we'll aim there. And you can see one of the bullets actually went on after he died and hit his buddy. And let's try firing with this guy because he's got a big gun. Look at that. Very inaccurate. But the damage this thing can deal out. Which I think we just blew an arm off instead of... Yeah, we did. We just blew his arm off. His arm took the maximum amount of damage and then he's just gone. So that son I didn't realise was a thing too. We're gonna have to head over here, try and get around that shield as much as possible. Yeah, look at that. We blew the arm completely off, and because the arm only had so much health, it only allowed a max damage kind of thing. He didn't take that much damage. He just like the arm completely gone. But yeah, let's aim at the head. Job done. Kill all enemies. When faction relations reach 75, you become allied to that faction, and a faction's full research tree is open for you to research. That's kind of interesting. There's 3 main factions. There's the New Jericho, which is like your mercenaries.
The Phoenix Project was founded on October 24th, 1945. The Second War to End All Wars was over, but there were those who understood that we could no longer afford to think in terms of nations and empires. For a time, the Phoenix Project successfully navigated the political conflicts of its era. That was our golden age. Phoenix Project operatives scoured the world for clues. We had bases in 24 countries. Even the heavens were not off limits. But out there, on the far side of the moon, began our downfall. The failure of the Phoenix 2 mission exposed us to our enemies in the UN. Stripped of resources and scattered to the winds, we were reduced to a secret, a memory. When the Pandora virus woke up, we should have been the first line of defense. When huge clouds of mist appeared over the sea, when people started vanishing, we should have figured out what was going on. And when those people started coming back, changed, hostile, alien, we should have been ready to fight, but we failed. The ecosystem started to change, imperceptibly at first, then faster and faster. 3 factions arose. New Jericho, trying to restore order and purity. Sanhedrin, hoping to build a world without hierarchies. And the Disciples of Anu, a new syncretic religion dedicated to adaptation and biological change. At war with the world, and at odds with each other, these factions cannot find a way forward. Now the mist is returning, and armies are rising from the sea. Without the Phoenix Project, humanity will fall. It's time to rise from the ashes.
That was quite a good wee intro. I think I'll still put the other one in, just so these know, because there's going to be a wee bit of confusion what's going on before that. So the Geoscape, this is your sort of strategy, like grand strategy sort of layer. The Geoscape shows the world and all its features. It's not exactly grand strategy, I just want to clarify, I didn't mean that. I was mean grand strategy-esque compared to like the turn-based strategy on the inside. I just wanted to clarify that a wee bit. At the beginning, all you know about is your base, Phoenix Point. That's enough of that. So yeah, every time you play the game, you will start somewhere different, and you'll notice the globe has drastically changed. In that wee intro video I showed at the beginning, it talked about all the ice melting, I'm pretty sure. And so, yeah, the ice is all melted, and inside that ice was a virus, which is what started all this off. All this virus, all these people, the crabs getting aggressive, and then yada yada yada. You've seen from the intro. Part of the ice all melting, you'll notice a lot of landmass is gone. Like a lot of Europe has disappeared. It's sort of like a rough, vague outline, similar to what was before, but there is a lot has changed. Like lots of areas are, a lot of landmass. Like you can see here, New Zealand is gone shrunk. Japan, you can see. Actually, Japan doesn't look. It looks a wee bit different. But yeah, it's just everywhere's oddly sort of reminiscent, but vaguely different. You notice like a lot of the islands are gone. It's like everyone's basically just lost little chunks of it. Everywhere's just that wee bit smaller, like it's been shaved. Just because the water levels rise so much. That's basically what I'm trying to say. I'm rambling here for no reason. So yeah, the tutorial wants us to go to our base, Phoenix Bases! Your base is your stronghold containing all your facilities as well as vital resources such as food, materials and tech. Phoenix Point is in bad shape. You need to repair the vehicle bay before you can launch your Manticore aircraft. And that will take some time. Start the repair of the vehicle bay. So yes, we shall repair the facility. Boom. It's going to take 10 hours to repair. So we need to go back to the geoscape and we will unpause time. So now the technicians are working away. How's your day? The technicians are finished. Right, good. We don't need to make small talk. The Manticore is your aircraft for transporting soldiers and exploring the world. The aircraft crew is shown in the aircraft bar at the bottom of the screen using shoulder class icons. You send your Manticore out to explore the sites, blah 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 blah. So yes, there's this new area over here in Spain, quite close to Portugal, or what was Portugal. So we can see here we've got our little soldiers all loaded up. Let's move our Manticore. Time's automatically advancing as we flew over. Initially, all the sites in the geoscape are unexplored and marked with question marks. You need at least one soldier on board an aircraft in order to explore. Exploration takes time, and you may get ambushed. I just had a panic attack there for a second. I thought I was like, did I forget to turn my microphone on before I started? No, it's on. I can see over there the levels are changing. Oh, I thought I was going to have to throw this all in the bin. You need at least one soldier on board of an aircraft to explore. Exploration takes time and you may get ambushed, so be on your guard. So yes, explore. We have found a scavenging site. And this scavenging site has got resources. It's got materials, which is this resource here. It's got food, which is a resource up here, and it's got tech. Very nice. We can see the threat level is low. The light level, it is daytime. And the enemy are Pandoran, which is like the alien crab people and all that stuff. I just want to quickly say as well, like, I've got a wee theory that this virus isn't as earthly as we thought. I think it is linked to aliens somehow, because we keep calling them aliens, and I think that's more than... Like, a lot of times we're seeing it's like, oh, they're not true aliens, they're technically from Earth, they're converted from humans, this kind of that, and next thing. But I think the sun went on that moon. Like, that moon clearly showed like a goop. When the Phoenix 2 mission it was on about in that little trailer earlier, there's clearly something happened there. We don't know what. I think it had something to do with these aliens, why it failed. And this virus has come from, like, the ice melting. Might have something to do with it as well. We don't really know enough, and I'm guessing the game's going to explore what the hell's going on. For all we know right now is it's post-apocalypse, because this virus has started mutating these things into what people are calling aliens, and they're coming from the sea. And I suppose it is, you could argue it's just a harken back to the term alien just being something different. Like the original, way back, people like used people from foreigners, they were alien. That's what they meant, they used the term. It's just the terms evolved because people from foreign countries are no longer so different to us. So it's kind of also used to describe deep sea creatures because they are very weird and alien to us. But now because we're starting to understand them, it's not really used to describe them anymore either. And we're just thinking about life on other planets. Well, that's going to be really weird again. They are alien to us, and now the word has evolved to mean things from a different planet, like alien life. So the word has sort of evolved over time, its meaning. So I wonder if that's why they're constantly being called aliens. It's like a harken back to the origin of the word. But I'm rambling here. We should be playing the game, so we shall hit start mission. I think we're going to save pretty soon and call this part 1. I sometimes like part 1's going a wee bit longer, but I'm not sure how long that little intro thing I'm going to put in is. So that's probably going to take this video to around 45 minutes. It's not that long. It's going to take this video to about 36-ish minutes, I estimate. So that's already a wee bit longer than I'd normally go. This loading screen is taking a while. Use Overwatch to attack during the enemy's turn, and it disappears when I finally start to read it. It's one of my pet peeves about games, when they've got little things and you don't have time to read it, but I had time to read it, but I was just being a dunce. Talking about something else. So here we go. The Phoenix Forces. This is our first little mission. Let's actually take a look at the name of our people. We've got Lisa Claire, that's one of the people that was in the tutorial with me. Brave C. Jack. I like to look at him, he's got a little mohawk and all that. And then we've got Adrian Tiny Alviso. We've got Kale Clockwork, Sandara.
I'm here.
And we've got Darren Kestrel Hobbs. So yeah, you can customize all these soldiers. We'll probably do that at some point. And a lot of these names will be names that backers like me put in. So every time we get a new soldier, I'm going to be checking to see if it is the name I put in. And I'm going to get really excited if it ever is. I can't remember how it works exactly. I think you put in a nickname, I think you put in a first name, and I think you put in a surname. Then I think it sort of jumbles it up, so it pulls there. Well, my hand's going off screen here. If I do it here, it pulls the surname this guy put in, like the nickname that guy put in, and then a third guy's whatever name, and then bundles it together. I think that's how it works, but I wouldn't quote me on that. We're going to call it a part here. I'm going to say I hope you have all enjoyed this. I'm super excited to get on to the next part. I really want to keep playing this game. We're not even past the full tutorial yet. I want to play more. I hope you want to see more. I'll see you all next time. Bye. Bye.